So in today's session, we are going to understand about how you can rectify the quality issues that we have raised in the previous class. So if you remember, we have noticed that there are some dimensions which were not matching. So win plan and vertical section, if you notice, we had to match our depth, right? So the depth in the plan is not matching with our side view. Now if you see our elevation and also the side view, everything else was matching, right? So now let's see how the plan and the elevation is not matching and how to fix it, and then we'll try to match with the plan and side view as well. So let's keep the plan here and the elevation on this side and notice like exactly what are the areas they are missing. So in case if you're not able to connect the dots, then you can please first check the part 1, then we can come back and you can continue with the part 2. Okay, so here I see that all these points are fine, but except at the last location this is not matching, right? This section is not matching. So what am I going to do? Because here if I adjust, then this dimension will get automatically adjusted. So if this goes down, but with some dimension it reduces, right? Some x value let's consider. But if you notice, both of them should have same equal dimension. So this is 13.5 and this is 13.5. So what am I going to do is I'll just make sure the plan dimension doesn't change. In the elevation, I am going to first of all create a common line midpoint between these two dimensions and I'll try to adjust it. So for that, what I'm going to do is just place some X lines here mid between 2 points, create exact midpoint. Okay, then I am gonna explode this because everything is blocked. So let's first see how I'm stretching. Okay, so you can just go back to the other sessions as well where stretching tool is clearly explained. So I'm going to first of all adjust from the right side towards the left. Okay, so this part I would like to adjust, so I'll deselect unwanted elements and I'll try to stretch it inside. Okay, the moment I stretched it, if you notice, here it became 13. Now I have to adjust this one as well. So for that, what I'm going to do is see carefully what part I'm selecting here. I'm not selecting everything else. I'm selecting only the one that has to be adjusted. Okay, so now let's just select it, and also if I select up to this point, that nothing happens, but you should not select up to this point. So let me select up to this corner. Okay, so now I'll deselect unwanted elements and again I'll come back and try to adjust this one. Okay, now you see it is 13 1/4 and 13 1/4, but there are some points which are not adjusted because this remains as a block. Okay, so my mistake. So I'm gonna fix that part here. So now this has to be adjusted. So this is anyways adjusted, only this part has to be adjusted. So I'm gonna just deselect this part of the condition. Okay, so now clearly we need to adjust. Okay, so let me place it here and this part you can move inside just to make sure nothing disturbs. Okay, so now everything is perfect. Now here also you can just adjust this one slight a bit. Okay, so they don't overlap with each other. So this way this is perfect. Now if you want, again you can recheck, zoom it, clearly check if everything is matching or not. Okay, now let us come back and try to see if vertical section, if this is not vertical section but the side view, so it is matching or not. Now I see that everything is perfectly matching with my elevation. All the lines are clearly placed. Okay, so now my next duty is to adjust my plan to my side view. So I'll just come back here and try to adjust this one. So I'll just see what is the dimension I have to maintain. So this is around like 30 inches. So I'll just come back here and see the depth offset 30. Okay, now when you're stretching, do not select only this part. Okay, because you have your base on the bottom now, so select up to this corner. This is how your selection should be. So you can select up to this point, this point. Do not again select at the center of this. So you can select up to this corner, no issues. Okay, so I'm selecting only the up to this corner, because there is nothing to select up to this point. Even if you select, there is no problem, but I don't mind selecting till this corner. So I'm selecting only this part. Deselect the unwanted parts and just stretch it slowly. Select the point and do it. Okay, now when you make this as a block, only this part, and try to match here, let's see if it matches or not. Just rotate it, move it, and see if it is matching or not. Can you see the lines are perfectly matching? And if you want, you can also give dr double enter and try to see, okay, if they are matching or not. There's one more thing that we have to notice. If you see the faucet location here on the left side, okay, the start point is different and here it is different. So what am I going to do is, we need to fix this as well. So I'll just explode it, okay, and I'll try to position it as per my plan, because plan is a ultimate one which will give you the right location. So I'm going to fix it perfectly. Okay, place it. Now you see they are matching. So here it is matching. Now I'm gonna just make it as a block. Select it, Control Shift C, and I will replace here, and I have to rotate it towards a counter 90 degrees, and I can place it in this location. Okay, so before that, what I'm going to do is, I'll remove the one which I have here, and simply I'll just position it at its location. So this is again perfectly placed now. So everything is fine. So now my drawing is ready to actually submit. So what I have done, I have adjusted plan to the elevation, then I have adjusted plan to the side view. So these are the two things that we have done now. So in the next sessions, what we'll try to understand is how exactly their other views will be adjusted, and what are the counterparts that we have to remember while we are making the stretch points, and what are the ways we can control even better. Okay, so that also we'll learn. Thank you.